magical and mysterious. The Himalayas of Nepal are a spiritual a place where man can seek his destiny. It is the range where the paths of British biologist Rodney Jackson and the endangered snow leopard crossed. Jackson now works in San Francisco. But the mystical leopard and the Himalayas have become part of him. Highly secretive, the snow leopard has eluded extensive scientific study. One thing is certain. If decisive action isn't taken on its behalf, the snow leopard will disappear from the Himalayas, and man may never truly know the reasons why. To ensure the leopard's survival, Jackson will use the tools of modern technology and his own thirst for exploration.
I think my motives are a combination of adventure and questioning scientist. As a biologist, I'd like to know more about the biology of snow leopards, about their ecology, how they fit into the Himalayan ecosystems. It's a mystical animal. There are Buddhist poets that you can read about that transform themselves into snow leopards, often to escape enemies, sometimes to make a deep philosophical point upon a particular community. And so I think they're mystical, not only to Buddhist peoples, but also to Westerners. Jack, there's some areas I'd like to show you.
A wildlife biologist specializing in animal ecology, Rodney Jackson will draw on past experience to make his project a success. He actively studies the habits of creatures large and small. Jackson has already surveyed his study area in Nepal.
A number of other grids gave us intermediate
In 1976, he learned firsthand about the hardships before him. His background in ecology and his sense of adventure are an essential combination for this undertaking. Jackson will attempt to solve mysteries which have eluded many before him.
Thank you, Anne. Tonight, you're probably drawn by a title that
a frequent lecturer to wildlife groups and corporate audiences, Jackson is a man with a mission. Talk of past expeditions turns quickly to the task ahead.
I picked West Nepal because it was the most remote part of the country.
Jackson believes the secretive snow leopard can be studied with the aid of radio telemetry. In California's Diablo Range, he works with a fellow biologist in radio tracking the rare California mountain lion.
How influential is that?
Oh, the best thing to do is to be on top of a ridge. You're less likely to deal with bounce when you're on top of a ridge.
2 lions were live trapped and fitted with a radio transmitting collar. A sequence Jackson will repeat in the inhospitable Himalayas.
And ground fixes. The aerial fixes for us are extremely important because it saves, I can't live up here. So
the mountain lion and snow leopard are very similar sized animal. Mountain lion a little bit bigger, but as you can see, this collar can be cut and adjusted to the size of the individual animal you fit it on. This is the transmitter unit, and it's encased in a metal box that's hermetically sealed, and that in turn is embedded in epoxy that protects against shock and so on. And the whole unit has a belted collar that can be bolted here around the animal's neck, and it has self-locking nuts here.
Actual sightings are rare, yet the information an experienced tracker can get from various electronic impulses offers a bounty of clues to the habits of the lion. Jackson plans to trap and collar 5 snow leopards and track them in the rugged mountains above the tree line for 8 consecutive months. His Rolex Award for Enterprise will help Rodney Jackson finance his expedition to develop the information necessary for survival of the species. As environmental degradation reaches unprecedented levels in Nepal, native wildlife is retreating into remote terrain.
We're losing wilderness species. We're losing environment that's been around for a long, long time, and we need to look at that. If we are not able to protect and manage one of the most beautiful and rare cats of the world, we are going to face a rather empty future.